chance of snow in the evening. Lows in the lower 20s. North winds up to 5 miles per hour.
Stay tuned for the following special presentation from 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this broadcast of the KOFO Game of the Week, featuring the Osawatomie Trojans hosting the Wellsville Eagles. Tonight's game on 103.7 FM, 1220 AM, and online at KOFO.com is brought to you by QSI, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Sutton's Jewelry, Advent Health Ottawa, Ottawa University, also by the Ottawa Recreation Commission, Kramer Pharmacy, Clam Roberts Price Funeral Home, and by Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, the Ottawa Herald, Kansas State Bank, and CarStar. Now let's go courtside as the Osawatomie Trojans host the Wellsville Eagles. Here with the call is KOFO's Luke Queen.
Yeah, welcome everybody into tonight's first installment of the KOFO High School Game of the Week. Luke Queen at Osawatomie High School, where Wellsville Eagles have traveled over to take on the Trojans here this evening in hard court action. Wellsville looking to get their first win of the season here in the girls' contest. Osawatomie 2-0 on the season, so the Lady Eagles will have a tough task in front of them. Osawatomie has just played very well so far. Their most recent game was canceled due to the COVID virus, but in their first two games, they defeated Pleasanton 58-34 and Jayhawk Lynn 61-22. Leading the way for the Trojans in those contests, Amaya Simmons, He's averaging 27 points through 2 games, 25 against Pleasanton, 29 against Jayhawk Lynn. Maddie Ballou added 12 against Pleasanton, and Allie Lagasse with 12 against Jayhawk Lynn. So the Trojans coming in playing well so far. Wellsville, again, trying to get things going here. A few games postponed on the season, lost to Paola opened things up. They look to get back on track here this evening in a battle against Osawatomie. So the Trojans coming in playing well. Wellsville looking to get on track here this evening as they're trying to kind of reload this year. Over the last couple of years, Wellsville has had a very strong upper class. Last year graduating 3 Dynamite players, Maddie McCoy, Aubrey Ball, and Demian Bold, all graduating last year. So kind of trying to reload at those 3 positions for sure, but they've always, over the last few years, done a nice job of finding the pieces to put in and continue the winning tradition that they have over at Wellsville. On the road at Osawatomie here tonight. Last year these 2 teams faced off. Wellsville did get the better of the Trojans, but the Trojans playing well this year, led by seniors Allie Lagasse, Maya Simmons, and Maddie Ballou. We're going to take our first timeout, a 60-second timeout. When we come back, we'll get you ready for more action from here at Osawatomie High School here on the Wellsville Eagles pregame show. You're listening to the KOFO High School Game of the Week here on KOFO.com.
This is Eric Price, Funeral Director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. We're proud to be involved in the communities we serve and support the youth of today because they're our leaders for tomorrow. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, providing compassionate care when you need it most.
Hi, it's Derek Chappell talking with you today about Sutton's Jewelry in downtown Ottawa. Kathy, Phil, and the staff at Sutton's Jewelry asked me to appeal to your creative side. So picture this. You've got those old jewelry pieces in a case you haven't opened in years. You take them out, blow the dust off, and drop them off at Sutton's Jewelry. Suddenly, that old ring becomes a new engagement ring. Those earrings are now part of a beautiful new necklace. Preserve the memory, but redesign the piece exactly as you want at Sutton's Jewelry, 213 South Main. Now you know why they say you've got it made at Sutton's Jewelry.
Safe, secure, strong. We're rock solid. Kansas State Bank, a better way to bank with community people you know. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And welcome back to the KOFO.com High School Game of the Week. Wellsville Eagles pregame show here on KOFO.com. Wellsville on the road to take on Osawatomie here this evening. Wellsville has some returners who have played good minutes over the last couple of years. Start with Lady Overman, Bethany Pearson, Lexi McDaniel have all really contributed over the last few years. It looks like tonight, though, without senior host Jaden Troutman, 6'1" post who can really run the floor well and is in street clothes tonight. So hopefully that is not something serious. Jaden back out on the floor soon as senior season. Would love to get her as much playing time as possible. But Wellsville will have to get it done tonight, a little bit short-handed. But, again, just reloading with what they've been able to do over the past few years. Starting lineups are getting ready to be announced, and it looks like we'll be ready for basketball here shortly at Osawatomie. We're going to take one more timeout before that comes on. Another 60-second timeout. When we come back, we'll have basketball from here at Osawatomie High School. I am Luke Queen, KOFO Sports.
When it comes to medication, help with Medicare, orthotic footwear, delivery, or just taking care of a refill, your health is our priority at Kramer Pharmacy. Stop in today at 134 South Main in downtown Ottawa. We're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday 9 to 2.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
All right, back here at Osawatomie High School, we're going through the starting lineup here for both the teams. For Wellsville, starting 5 for them, number 2, 5'7" senior Laney Overman. Number 3, a 5'8" sophomore, number 3, J.C. Clancy. 5'7" junior, number 11, Bethany Pearson. 5'10" senior, number 15, Lexi McDaniel. And a 5'8" senior, number 32, Peyton Robertson. So Overman, Clancy, Pearson, McDaniel, and Robertson, the starting 5 for Wellsville. For Osawatomie, 5'8" senior, number 3, Allie Lagasse. A 5'6" junior, number 11, Rosalind Johnson. 5'10" sophomore, number 12, Tiana Simmons. 5'8" senior, number 13, Amaya Simmons. And 5'10" senior, Maddie Ballou. Wellsville wins the tip. Lexi McDaniel drives baseline. Kicks it over. Laney Overman would look for 3, a little bit too strong, and a rebound brought down by Allie Lagasse. Quickly the other way, able to find Johnson. He saves it and tracked down out top by Amaya Simmons. Simmons works the right side, now drives to the elbow. Left-handed 15-footer on the way, no good. Loose ball rebound out of bounds, last touched by Wellsville. Ball will stay with Osawatomie here underneath their own basket. Amaya Simmons triggered in, gets it right back. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Battle for the rebound, and a good box out there. Overman have the position there, and the foul will go against Osawatomie. Trying to climb over the back of Laney Overman there was Allie Lagasse. Into the corner, Clancy. Links it out top, has the pass deflected, but Clancy chases it back down. Kind of a 1-3-1 zone here, and now we've got a whistle and a traveling violation. Clancy went to make the pass there. 1-3-1 here by Oz early on with Maddie Ballou out top. 5'10" and long arms, good reach there by Ballou. And now we've got a whistle and a foul going to go against Lexi McDaniel for Wellsville. First on Lexi, first team foul. 52 seconds gone, no score. Simmons driving, left-handed layup is up, and it is good. Maya Simmons, again, averaging 27 points a contest coming in, has the first 2 here for Osawatomie. Bethany Pearson, a nice drive by her as she's able to get by her defender. And a good seal down underneath by Lexi McDaniel, enabling Pearson to get there. Lagasse, left side, drives in. Now we'll have to kick it out to Johnson. Johnson shuffled her feet as she went to make the drive. And a whistle and a traveling violation here. Turns the ball back over to Wellsville. 2-2 our score. About a minute and a half gone here in quarter number one. Bethany Pearson brings it across the timeline. Over to Peyton Robertson. Robertson will work it to the right side. A dribble handoff here with J.C. Clancy. Left side, Pearson thought about the three. Now goes inside, gets it to Lexi McDaniel. The shot up off the glass, no good. A rebound brought down by Tiana Simmons. Over to Amaya Simmons. Pass deflected, but able to be picked up there by Osawatomie. Now kicked out Simmons, a little six-footer that's too strong, and Clancy will rip down the rebound for Wellsville. Pass forward to Pearson. Right wing. Dribbles across, finds Overman in the corner. Another look for Laney Overman for three. This time rattles around, no good. Battle for the loose ball. Rebound last touched by Tiana Simmons of Osawatomie, and the ball will stay with Wellsville underneath their own basket. Pearson triggers it in, gets it out to McDaniel. Let's see, out top. Now drives. Loses her footing there, able to kick it over to Robertson. Back over to Clancy, three-pointer on the way, no good. Maya Simmons rips down the rebound. Going quickly the other way to Johnson, and she'll be called for the traveling violation. Pass was a little behind her. A nice catch by Rosalind Johnson, but shuffled her feet as she tried to regain balance and get the shot up. Checking in here for Wellsville, for Osawatomie, Avery Dempsey. She's going to replace Johnson. Wellsville still with the same starting five on the floor. 5:30 remaining here in quarter number one. Beth Pearson with it. She'll dribble right side. And Lexi McDaniel at the elbow. She makes a spin move towards the basket and a whistle and a foul. This is going to go on Tiana Simmons. First personal on her. Second team foul. Pass into McDaniel. She tried to get it back to Clancy. He was able to save it. Over to Overman in the corner. Now back underneath. Kicked out. Bethany Pearson a look from three. No good. Rebound brought down Laney Overman. Hasn't knocked away momentarily. She's able to get it to Clancy in the corner. And we've got a whistle and a foul here. It's going to be a push and foul. And that's going to go against Simmons as well. Second personal foul there on Tiana Simmons. It's the third team foul. Quickly, Rosalind Johnson jumps back up from her seat on the bench, and she'll replace Tiana Simmons. Wellsville underneath their own basket, gets it into Clancy left wing. Elbow for Lexi McDaniel. She thought about it, now pulls it back down. Now Clancy on the drive, heading to nice lane. Got a little bit underneath the basket there. Brought down by Amaya Simmons. She's going to come out on the fast break. Pulls up there, and a whistle and a foul going to go against Wellsville. And it's going to go against Lexi McDaniel, and that's her second personal foul. Checking in now for Wellsville, Aaliyah Green. She's going to replace McDaniel. Green, 5'7" freshman, getting in here early in the varsity match. Ballou cuts to the middle, finds herself about 2 feet away, and a jumper is up and good. Nice find there by Lagasse to find the cut of Ballou. And Osawatomie takes a 4-2 lead. Green drives, little floater is up a little bit too strong, but a whistle's going to send her to the free throw line to shoot two. And the foul's going to go against Rosalind Johnson, her first. The fourth team foul on the Trojans. And Aaliyah Green steps to the free throw line 4-2. First shot by Green is up, and it is good. Green toes the stripe for the second. And shot on the way, nothing but the bottom of the net again. And the score is tied at 4. Simmons brings it over. A nice move, driving left-handed runner there, no good. Battle for the loose ball rebound. Green had it knocked away from her, but it'll go to Wellsville. And the Eagles look to take the lead. 4:20 remaining first quarter. Clancy wide open three. She'll take it and drain it. First bucket there for J.C. Clancy. And the lead goes to 3. Out top, Johnson. Kicks it to the corner to Ballou. Out to Simmons. Simmons going to try and go to work here. Taking herself, shot up off the glass, no good. A rebound brought down by Osawatomie. Another three taken, rattles around, no good. Tipped by Ballou's, no good. Out to Johnson. Osawatomie doing good work on the offensive glass, and taking the shot there is Dempsey. She'll be fouled by Green. That's going to send Dempsey to the free throw line to shoot two. Dempsey, a 5'9" junior. First free throw on the way is good. Second one, it rolls around, no good. Offensive rebound, Maddie Ballou. She's going to try to kick it back out, but good hands there. Beth Pearson able to knock it away, but unable to control it, and picked up by Amaya Simmons. Get it down to Ballou, out to Dempsey, cross court to Simmons. Simmons going to drive, left-handed shot up, no good. And the offensive rebound knocked out of bounds by Wellsville. So they'll stay with Osawatomie underneath their own basket. Osawatomie gets it in. Simmons has a look from three. Long one on the way, no good. And the rebound brought down by Aaliyah Green. Green going to try and go coast to coast here. Spin, shot up off the glass, and Ballou rips down the rebound for the Trojans. Allie Lagasse brings it across the timeline. Now to Amaya Simmons out top. Simmons back over to Lagasse. She's going to have a look from three, and the shot is up, and it is good by Allie Lagasse, her first bucket of the night, and the Trojans retake the lead 8-7. Quickly the other way. Clancy, another three on the way. J.C. Clancy 2 for 2 from downtown. We've got a whistle and a timeout called here by Osawatomie. Looks like it'll be a 60-second timeout, so we'll take one with them. 30 seconds. We're back here on KOFO.com. You're listening to high school basketball. I am Luke Queen, KOFO Sports.
This is Craig Dengel of Dengel & Son Mortuary. All of our locations sell monuments. We have talented people who are experts in bringing your ideas to life to help you create the monument you envision. The possibilities are unlimited.
Dengel & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
Buy all your metal supplies from QSI. They not only sell steel and trim, but also windows, screws, underlayment, caulking, lumber, windows, doors, and much, much more. Visit us in Richmond or give us a call at 785-835-6100.
And back here on KOFO.com, Wellsville with the 10-8 lead with 2:45 remaining in quarter number one. Back-to-back three-pointers by J.C. Clancy is giving the Eagles this 2-point advantage. In an up-and-down ball game so far, but fair defense by each team, limiting the good looks, but Clancy's found herself wide open in the corner for the last two threes. Trojans with the basketball. Amaya Simmons brings it across the timeline. Over to Johnson on the right side. Finds the cutting alley. Lagasse. Shot up off the glass. No good. And this time Peyton Robertson in a good position there for Wellsville. She'll get the rebound, and a whistle and a foul going to go on Maddie Ballou of Osawatomie. Her first, the 15th foul on the Trojans. With 2.5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter, Wellsville already has gotten 5 team fouls on Osawatomie. Ball swung into the corner. Bethany Pearson thought about the three. Out to Clancy. She'll drive, and a little bit of a bump there, but dribbles it off of her foot out of bounds, so turns it over to Osawatomie. The Trojans coming back, looking to tie it or take the lead here. Dempsey, right wing. She's going to try and drive baseline, kicks it to Johnson. Johnson out to Allie Lagasse. finds the cutting Maddie Ballou. She's shut down there. Kicks it back out to Simmons. Simmons going to be called for the carry here. She tried to make a move there on Beth Pearson, and the ball got underneath her hand got underneath the ball, and so the whistle will be for the turnover there. Back over to the Eagles. Pearson to Clancy on the right wing. Out top, Green, now swung around the top of the key. Back to Bethany Pearson in the left corner. Going to look to dribble drive here. A little floater in the lane from 5 feet, no good. And Simmons will rip down the rebound for the Trojans. Simmons, Euro step there. Might have got away with an extra, but the shot is up and off the glass and good. The big Euro step, and it looked like she took 3, but shot is good. Pearson working out top against Allie Lagasse. A dribble handoff, Clancy. Laney Overman kicks it in the corner, Beth Pearson. Pearson will pull it back out, reset the offense here for the Eagles. Finds Clancy on the cut. Nothing there. Pass out top to Leah Green. She's going to drive. Shot goes up, no good. Battle for the rebound, brought down by Ballou. She gets it ahead to Simmons all by herself, and the layup up off the glass is good. Maya Simmons has 6 of the Osawatomie 12, and the Trojans take a 12-10 lead. 45 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Pearson works to her right, kicks it over to Clancy at the elbow. Clancy, a nice drive, shot up off the glass is good. Wellsville ties it up. 30 seconds remaining here in quarter number 1. Amaya Simmons working out top. Right side to Johnson, finds Ballou on the cut, and she is fouled as she made the cut and started to go up there, so she's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul's going to go on J.C. Clancy. First personal foul, the 4th team foul on the Eagles. Gass toes the stripe for the first. On the way, too short, front rim, no good. Good form there, just not enough on that one. Only about 14-10. This one on the way, and that's nothing but the bottom of the net as Lagasse makes the adjustment. So the Trojans with a 1-point lead here with 20 seconds to go. Wellsville has the chance to hold for the last shot here of the first quarter. Beth Pearson over to Leah Green, has it taken away. Nice steal there, but no good on the layup by Johnson. Quickly ahead to Clancy. Drive down, 3 seconds remaining. Gets it out to Green. Green going to take the 3 at the buzzer, and no good. And we have reached the end of quarter number 1, and it is Osawatomie 13 and Wellsville 12. We're going to take a 60-second timeout. You're listening to high school basketball on KOFO.com.
Let's get back to business with Local IQ. Get the power of a national expert marketing team combined with deep roots in 260 communities, making them the partner you need to jumpstart your journey to full recovery. Results matter now more than ever, and Local IQ provides uniquely engaged local audiences, industry-leading technology, intelligent creative design, deep digital marketing expertise, and insights from partnering with hundreds of thousands of businesses nationwide. Talk to Stephen Bradley, your Local IQ marketing expert today at 785-242-4700, extension 108.
This is Craig Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. Pre-arrangements make the difference of a family that is stressed and a family that is free to grieve, to celebrate a life. Consider making your pre-arrangements to lift the burden.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
Now that you're out and about again, there's a better chance you may need us sooner than later. At CarStar Ottawa, our lobby is open and we're ready to take care of your vehicle with convenient and trustworthy repairs. Call 242-8916 CarStar. Stay safe and relax. We'll take it from here.
And back underway here in quarter number 2. Osawatomie on top, 13-12. And with possession here to open up play in the second quarter. Lagasse works on the right side, picks up her dribble there, needs to find somebody. Able to find a cuddling Rosalind Johnson, and her shot is up off the glass and good. The first bucket of the night for Johnson. And the lead goes out to 3 for Osawatomie. Overman trying to get it inside to Lexi McDaniel, has it poked away from behind there by Allie Lagasse. The ball will stay with Wellsville. The Tiana Simmons will check back in. Again, Tiana checked out the first quarter with 2 personal fouls. Stephanie Pearson sugars it in to Delaney Overman. Over to Aaliyah Green. Green will drive to her right, down on the baseline, able to get past her defender. Shot up off the glass, too strong. A rebound brought down by Osawatomie. Amaya Simmons going to pull up from 15. The shot on the way is good. Simmons now has 8. Quickly the other way, pass ahead. There to Jada Fletcher, who checked in here. Freshman for Wellsville at 5'5". Clancy will check back in. She's going to replace Laney Overman. Beth Pearson again to trigger this one in. Able to get it in, the pass stolen away here. It's Simmons on the drive, and the left-handed layup is up and good, and a quick timeout's going to be called here by Wellsville. See what? It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here to get you caught back up. Just a minute 5 gone away here in quarter number 2. A quick 6-0 run to open up this quarter by Osawatomie. It was 13-12 at the end of 1 quarter of action. Wellsville, a couple miscues offensively have turned into quick buckets the other way for Osawatomie. 5 on the floor for the Trojans. Ballou, Lagasse, Amaya Simmons, Tiana Simmons, and Avery Dempsey on the floor for the Eagles. Jada Fletcher, Aaliyah Green, Beth Pearson, J.C. Clancy, and Lexi McDaniel. Wellsville working it around the top of the key. Stolen away again by Simmons. She'll get it quickly up to Ballou. And the left-handed layup is up and good. Good defensive anticipation there by Amaya Simmons. She's able to steal that one away. Nobody's going to pick up Beth Pearson. She's shot from 15 feet, no good, and Simmons quickly the other way. Dumps it off. Allie Lagasse, shot up, no good. Battle for the rebound, taken down by Dempsey. And Dempsey, she goes in strong, runs into Lexi McDaniel, who takes the charge. So Avery Dempsey will be called for her first personal foul. 16 foul on the Trojans. 9-point lead for Osawatomie, 21-12. Beth Pearson across the timeline. Swung around the top of the key. It's now Lexi McDaniel. She's got to look from 3. A little bit too strong there, and Amaya Simmons brings down the rebound. Simmons, good ball handling, gets it to her sister, Tiana, and a shot up off the glass is good. And the lead is now out to 11. That's to Clancy in the corner, floated over there, and Clancy unable to bring that one in. Another timeout will be called here by Wellsville. This time a full timeout. We'll take it with them with 5:49 remaining here in the first half. Osawatomie 23, Wellsville 12, back in 30. You're listening to high school basketball on KOFO.com.
There's no doubt a cold Kansas winter is headed our way. Is your heater up to the challenge? Call the pros at Adamson Brothers to make sure. 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
When it comes to medication, help with Medicare, orthotic footwear, delivery, or just taking care of a refill, your health is our priority at Kramer Pharmacy. Stop in today at 134 South Main in downtown Ottawa. We're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday 9 to 2.
Back here at Osawatomie, Luke Queen with you here this evening. 13-12 at the end of 1 quarter, and in the first 2 minutes and 11 seconds here of quarter number 2, it has been all Osawatomie here in the girls' contest. 10-0 run to open up this quarter by the Trojans, using their defense to create offense and pushing the ball quickly up the floor. Maya Simmons will bring it across the timeline for the Trojans. Over to Allie Lagasse. Lagasse drives in, kicks it out. Simmons going to have a look from 3, no good. But Lagasse able to chase down the long rebound for the Trojans. Back to Simmons. She's going to take a 15-footer this time, and it is up and good. Simmons now with 12, and the lead back is out now to 13 points. Down to Green, and shuffled her feet. Good defense there by Tiana Simmons, forcing the turnover on the Eagles. And so the Trojans looking again to expand on this lead. Simmons over to Dempsey, thought about the three. Now she's going to try and get it underneath to Tiana Simmons. Has it knocked away. Clancy comes away with it here for the Eagles. She'll slow it up here and see if they can start the offense for Wellsville. Like a 2-3 zone this time into McDaniel. She's going to kick it back out. Clancy on the drive. She'll go up and a whistle, and she's going to be called for a traveling violation. That'll turn it over. Clancy looked like might have taken a bump there, but the steps were called prior to the contact. Lagasse, she's got a quick look for three. Shot up, no good. Battle for the rebound, brought down by the Trojans. Another quick shot, this time by Amaya Simmons outside, and the three-pointer is up, and it is good. Nobody picks up Clancy. She's going to have a look from three. Shot no good. Tiana Simmons brings down the rebound. Kind of hit a dead spot there as the ball jumped on her on the dribble. Tried to keep her hand on top of that, but she'll be called for the carry. Aiden Robertson going to check back in for J.C. Clancy here for Wellsville. The Eagles need to get some offense going here as now they trail by 16 at 28-12. Shot on the way. Bethany Pearson. Nobody picked her up, and Beth just stepped into that one and drained the three. Simmons' dad gives it off to Dempsey. Dempsey driving into the middle of the lane, dumps it off. Tiana Simmons goes up. Shot is blocked, but a whistle and a foul is going to send Tiana to the free throw line to shoot two. And it's going to go against Lexi McDaniel, and that's going to be her third. 4 minutes remaining here in the first half, and Lexi McDaniel already with three personal fouls. See what Brock Campbell decides to do about that. Simmons' first free throw, no good. And checking into the ball game for Wellsville, number 40, Brianna Glover, 5'8" junior for the Eagles. Second shot from Simmons, too strong. Green brings the rebound down for Wellsville. Gets it up to Pearson. Pearson being guarded by Simmons. Now back to Green. Green going to dribble to her right, driving in. Has it knocked away. Wellsville able to recover. Gets it to Beth Pearson. Tried to pass it out there to Glover, but it was a little too low for her to handle. And Amaya Simmons takes it the other way, and the driving bucket is up and good. Simmons with a big quarter here. She's got 11, and the lead out to 15 once again. Lainey Overman, corner three on the way, no good. Nice position there. Good rebound and stick back there by Green. Leah Green now has four. That's deflected, but Osawatomie able to cover. Dempsey now with a look from three. She'll pull the trigger and drain it. Back and forth we go. Osawatomie trying to speed Wellsville up and doing a good job so far. Leah Green with it in the corner. She uses her dribble to get baseline. Tries to dump it off inside. Has it knocked away. Avery Dempsey going to come away with it for Osawatomie. Dempsey heads the other way. Shot up by Ballou is a little bit too short, and the rebound brought down by Peyton Robertson. Give it off to Beth Pearson. Pearson driving quickly the other way into the lane. Passes it out to Green. Green, 15-footer is too strong. Rebound to Glover. Glover tries to drive, has it knocked away momentarily. She get it to Green. Green's shot is rejected there by Tiana Simmons, but it'll go out of bounds and stay with Wellsville. Eagles trail by 16 here, 33-17, and a whistle and another timeout going to be called by the Eagles. This is their third timeout of this first half, and a 30-second timeout called here by Coach Brock Campbell. Wellsville being outscored here in quarter number 2, 20-5 to open things up. This is a one-point game after one quarter at 13-12. Osawatomie has got hot. Maya Simmons with 11 points here in the second quarter, still 2:23 remaining. Simmons averaging 27 a ball game coming in, already with 17 here with a couple minutes to go in the first half. Beth Pearson will trigger it in from underneath Wellsville's basket. Into Robertson. She tried to get Lainey Overman on the cut there, but Overman wasn't expecting it. And Tiama Simmons the other way. She gets the shot off, no good. But the foul's going to go against J.C. Clancy, who came over to make it tough on her. Second foul on Clancy. 16th foul on the Eagles. So from here on out, everybody will be shooting 1-1. Maya Simmons at the free throw line to shoot 2 here. First one on the way from the lefty is good. Second one rattles around, no good. Clancy will bring the rebound down for the Eagles. Clancy brings it across the timeline. Lainey Overman in the corners tries to get it inside to Robertson, but knocked away by Osawatomie, out of bounds, and it will stay with Wellsville. Beth Pearson will have a quick breather here as Aaliyah Green checks back in. Clancy to trigger it in. Needing a little bit of help here. Forces it out and intercepted there by Simmons. Simmons going to pull up. Another 15-footer on the way is good. Maya Simmons and continues her torrid pace here in the second quarter. Into the corner, it's Overman. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Simmons with the rebound. Simmons to Ballou on the run, knocked away by Clancy, and it will stay with Osawatomie. Good defense there to get back by J.C. Clancy. As Osawatomie likes to push tempo for sure. After that rebound, they get out quickly. Simmons to trigger it in, gets it into Ballou, right back to Simmons, who's going to step into a three-pointer. Too strong, but a rebound on the backside by Avery Dempsey. Allie Lagasse. And it's going to be a 3-second violation called here against Osawatomie. Ball back over to Wellsville. And the Eagles trail now by 19. And into the corner, Glover. Glover in trouble. Tries a cross-court pass. It was deflected, intercepted by Osawatomie. Maya Simmons on the drive. No good. Rebound brought down by Clancy. Clancy pushes the other way. Now we'll have to slow it up a little bit, wait for her teammates to get back with her. Glover cross-court over to Lainey Overman. Thought about the three, and should be called for a traveling violation over there. It looks like she shuffled her feet just a little bit. She pump-faked on that three and then drove past her to defender. Maya Simmons brings it across the timeline. Osawatomie looks like they're going to spread it out a little bit, see if Wellsville will come up and play defense on them. Kind of go into a little bit of four corners here. Pass out top to Lagasse. She did a nice job of saving that from going backcourt. Simmons, right side, working against Green. Takes away from her, gets it over to Tiana Simmons. And she's going to be called for a traveling violation. Didn't put the ball on the floor. Switch pivot feet there. So with 40 seconds remaining, Wellsville will get the ball back here. Beth Pearson going to check in. Pearson will bring it across the timeline. Into the corner, Glover. Glover tries to kick it back out, knocked away there by Maddie Ballou, but it will stay with Wellsville. The Eagles, they hold for the final shot here. Get it into Clancy. She's got a right wing. Cross-court pass to Pearson. Pearson looks for a screen. Now works it out. Back out to Clancy. Clancy drives, shot up, blocked away from her there, over to Allie Lagasse. Poked away from behind nicely. Glover has it. Driving quickly in, kicks it out Clancy, and shuffled her feet as the Osawatomie defense collapsed down on her. And a 30-second timeout called here by Osawatomie with 7.8 remaining in the first half. So it's been a big second quarter by the Trojans. 23-5, they have outscored Wellsville here in quarter number 2. Wellsville had a difficult time taking care of the basketball here in this first half. And Osawatomie done a great job getting rebounds and then getting out in transition. Really scored the majority of their points out of the transition, not as many in the half-court set. Wellsville has to play defense here for 7.8 into Amaya Simmons. Quickly to her right side now. It's it over to Tiana Simmons. 2 seconds, 1 second, and Osawatomie will not get a shot off here if we have reached the end of the first half with the score Osawatomie 36 and Wellsville 17. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back and get you caught up on all the halftime stats from here at Osawatomie. You're listening to high school basketball on KOFO.com.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
This is Casey Brady, Director of Communications for Franklin County with Coronavirus Guidance. Remember, masks and gloves are only effective when used correctly. Before putting a mask on your face or taking it off, ensure you have clean hands. Never touch the front of the mask. Take off contaminated gloves before touching your car keys, cell phone, door handles, etc. Most importantly, before touching your mask. Other mask usage information can be found on the Franklin County, KDHE, or CDC websites.
Advent Health Ottawa is keeping you safe by having all team members and visitors wear masks, practice social distancing strategies, taking temperature checks, and utilizing enhanced deep cleaning procedures. Your assistance and understanding are greatly appreciated because at Advent Health Ottawa, nothing is more important than you.
The Ottawa Recreation Commission is enrolling for adult volleyball and adult basketball. Must be 16 years of age or up for both. Check them out on Facebook or call 785-242-1939. Ottawa Recreation Commission, bringing recreation to life.
The Army National Guard plays a vital role in your community. We're on the front lines supporting essential personnel, first responders, law enforcement, and medical professionals, delivering food, supplies, and medicine, keeping communities safe, making a difference. During emergencies, we're always ready, always there. Learn more about part-time service in the Army National Guard at nationalguard.com.
Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard, aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
And back here at Wellsville, we're at halftime of the girls' contest where the Wellsville Eagles trail the Osawatomie Trojans by a score of 36-17. It was a big second quarter by Osawatomie, outscoring Wellsville 23-5 to extend their 1-point lead up to this 19-point halftime advantage. Osawatomie led by Amaya Simmons, a 5'8" junior point guard. She's got 20 here at the half, averaging 27 a contest, scored 25 against Pleasanton and 29 against Jayhawk Lynn, and is looking to stay right at that average if she can get a little bit going here in the second half of this contest. Joining her in the scorebook, everybody that's come on the floor for Osawatomie has scored. Allie Lagasse has 4. Rosalind Johnson with 2. 2 points for Tiana Simmons, 4 points for Maddie Ballou, and 4 points for Avery Dempsey. For Wellsville, good first quarter. They were trailing just 13-12, but that big second quarter by Osawatomie really spread this thing out. Wellsville leading scorer at the half, J.C. Clancy. She's got 8. She had all 8 of those in that first quarter, including 2 3-pointers. Beth Pearson, she has 5. And Aaliyah Green has 4. That's all the scoring for the Eagles here in the first half. As I said, a big second quarter where it was Osawatomie getting out in transition. They got on the defensive glass and got out quickly on the run to really spread this thing out, and then also defensively forcing some turnovers that turned into some easy buckets on the other end as they outscored Wellsville 23-5 in quarter number 2 after just a back-and-forth first quarter. We'll see what the Eagles can do, making adjustments at halftime. They've been playing strictly the man-to-man defense in that first half, having a tough time staying in front of Amaya Simmons, who is doing a great job off the dribble as well as being able to catch and shoot. She's hit a couple in transition, pulled up from 15 feet a couple times, but able to really rip down those rebounds and then get out on the run and driving into the bucket. The Wellsville are going to have to do a better job in transition defense in the second half. They're going to try and fight their way back in to this ball game. We're going to take another 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll give you a little preview of what's
if you're a
coming up
propane
later
customer,
here in the
make sure your
boys'
propane.
matchup. You're listening to high school basketball here on KOFO.com.
Let's get back to business with Local IQ. Get the power of a national expert marketing team combined with deep roots in 260 communities, making them the partner you need to jumpstart your journey to full recovery. Results matter now more than ever, and Local IQ provides uniquely engaged local audiences, industry-leading technology, intelligent creative design, deep digital marketing expertise, and insights from partnering with hundreds of thousands of businesses nationwide. Talk to Stephen Bradley, your local IQ marketing expert today at 785-242-4700, extension 108.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu. The KOFO Thanks for Giving project means more to our community this holiday than ever before. With so many families affected as a result of the COVID-19 virus, you can help by dropping off non-perishable food items, clothing, or toys at one of our Thanks for Giving pantries located at Frank Eye Center or Cosentino's Price Chopper. Donated items will be distributed to Hope House and ECAN. Thank you to Midwest Cabinet for constructing the pantries, and thank you to our listeners for your help this holiday. From KOFO.
Needing work? Want to do something different? KOFO is looking for someone to fill.
At halftime of the girls' contest, Wellsville trailing Osawatomie 36-17, a 23-5 run in the second quarter by Osawatomie. It was a 15-0 run to start the quarter before Wellsville was able to slow it down just a little bit and get a bucket in. Just 5 points in that second quarter, a three-pointer by Beth Pearson, and a bucket by Aaliyah Green. After this one, we will have the boys' contest. Should be a good one. Both Wellsville and Osawatomie boys 2-1 on the season. Osawatomie coming off a loss, a 25-point loss to Prairie View. Wellsville, a couple close victories, 60-58 over Frontenac and 71-70 over Perry Lecompton. Opened up the season with an 11-point loss to Paola, but both teams playing well early on, so expect a fun one in the nightcap. Wellsville girls, again, as I said earlier, going to have to do a better job with their transition defense here in the second half of this game. Osawatomie gets rebounds, and they get running out quickly. They get moving out to the offensive end and like to work in transition. They've done a fair job of getting decent looks out of their just half-court sets, but really it has been in transition where Osawatomie has done their damage so far here tonight. We're going to take our last break, just a 30-second timeout. When we come back, we'll have more high school basketball action from here at Osawatomie on KOFO.com.
Wash your hands.
Cover your cough. Keep your distance. Stay home. Help stop the spread of the COVID-19 virus. We're all in this together.
And being together apart is how we'll all come out healthy and safe.
A reminder from your friends at 1220 and 103.7 FM.
Battle for the loose ball rebound. Last touch by Wellsville will stay with Osawatomie. Trojans have it underneath their own basket. Starting five out on the floor once again for the Trojans as well. Maya Simmons out top has a look for Rosalind Johnson from three, is on the way, and it is good. First three of the night for Johnson. 24-point lead now, 41-17. Clancy unable to handle the pass in the corner, out of bounds. Another turnover. Ball will go back to Osawatomie. Simmons comes up, faces the double team, gets it over to Lagasse. Lagasse inside Tiana Simmons. Kicks it back out. Now over to Amaya Simmons. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Battle for the rebound is going to go out of bounds off of Wellsville. Good position there. A couple Eagles went for it, unable to control the rebound, but stays with the Trojans. Pass in, caught by Maddie Ballou, in trouble. She tried to kick it out, and Rosalind Johnson was vacating that spot, unable to turn back, so the turnover gives it to Wellsville. 6:30 remaining here in the third quarter. 41-17, Osawatomie on top. Robertson with it. She'll bring it to the right side. Pass intercepted nicely by Ballou. Going to try to keep it herself, and an excellent effort there. Lexi McDaniel. able to knock it away. And official pointed the wrong direction. Now corrects his mistake. It will stay with Osawatomie. Good hustle to get back by McDaniel and Robertson. Maddie Ballou has a look from three. No good. Long rebound brought down by Simmons. Drives to her left. Tries to get it inside to Lagasse. Ball on the ground. And we're going to have a tie-up situation here. The alternate possession will give the ball to Osawatomie. The Trojans still with it underneath their own basket. Out to Simmons. Out top, Johnson. Now Tiana Simmons. And a double dribble there. She tried to set her feet and was thinking about pulling the trigger, and a nice job by a collapsing Wellsville defense to force her out of that. Get the turnover there. Beth Pearson will bring it across the timeline. Again, the 1-3-1 with Maddie Ballou out top. Tipped as Pearson was trying to get it to the corner to Overman. Maya Simmons using her athleticism, got up, got some fingertips on that, but it'll go out of bounds and stay with Wellsville. Into Clancy. She's got a look from three, and this one's on the way and good. Third three-pointer of the night for J.C. Clancy. Again, the double team comes out, and a timeout's going to be called here by Osawatomie, as I'm sure they're going to want to talk about this. Bo Gadwood, the head coach here for Osawatomie, with that Wellsville kind of trap out top as they're trying to force the ball out of the hands of Amaya Simmons. If they do so, obviously when they put two out on one, there's going to be someone left open, and if they get that, Simmons is able to get rid of that pass, Wellsville defenders are going to have to quickly be able to recover, or else they're going to be in a 4-on-3 situation as this trap is occurring at half court. So, quick timeout called there by Coach Gadwood. And he'll erase what he had put down on the dry erase board there. See if he can get his Trojans to adjust their offensive plan here. We've got Wickhorn now ready back to action here. Maddie Ballou triggered in, gets it to Amaya Simmons. She'll be guarded by Lexi McDaniel. Osawatomie goes into its offensive set, kind of a horn set, looking for a pick and roll here. Try to dump it off, and they say it'll be touched by Wellsville prior to going out. Lou came in to set the screen, tried to roll off of that, and tried to have to kind of force her way through two Wellsville defenders. Pass looking inside is knocked away by McDaniel, but a whistle and a foul is going to be called on her. Actually, that's her fourth personal foul. And quickly up off the bench, Aaliyah Green. She'll have to replace McDaniel. Daniel kind of came through the back of Allie Lagasse to get that one. Inbounds to Ballou. Swung around. Lagasse going to have a look for three, and a shot up off it was actually off the standard there at above the backboard, but no whistle. It was knocked out of bounds off Osawatomie, so Wellsville will get the possession, which they should have had anyway. Clancy in the corner, drives baseline, kicks it to Green. Back over to Beth Pearson, right corner. Pass, tried to get it inside, deflected. Green able to get there, but taken away on the shot as it was a little bit too strong. Amaya Simmons the other way, over to Allie Lagasse. The shot up off the glass is good. 43-20, 23-point lead here for Osawatomie. Clancy right wing, thought about the three, gets the high post to Robertson. To Overman. Toe on the line, shot no good. Rebound brought down Beth Pearson. She'll go up, she's fouled as Tiana Simmons tried to block the shot, so it's going to send Beth Pearson to the free throw line. Third personal on Tiana Simmons. It's the first team foul of the half here on Osawatomie. Beth Pearson toes the stripe for the first. Shot on the way is a little too strong and missed to the left. Avery Dempsey going to check in. She'll replace Rosalind Johnson. Pearson with her second free throw. This one on the way, rattles around, no good. A rebound brought down by Tiana Simmons. Simmons across the timeline. Gets it over to Allie Lagasse. Out top, Dempsey. She has a look at three. Off the front rim, no good. Rebound brought down by Tiana Simmons. She goes right back up with it and scores. Her fourth point here in the half, 6th point of the ball game. Pearson to Clancy, back to Pearson right side. Pass over to Aaliyah Green. Green tries to pass it over the top of Maddie Ballou, uses that length, takes it away, and quickly in transition. Maddie Ballou's shot is up and in. First bucket of the second half for Ballou. She now has 6 in the ball game. Pearson to Overman. Overman cross court to Clancy. Clancy now to Green in the corner. Leah Green looking for somebody. Tries a cross-court pass and intercepted there by Maya Simmons. Simmons driving. Again, will pull up from 15. No good. Loose ball rebound knocked out of bounds by Osawatomie. Will go back to Wellsville. Jada Fletcher will check in as she's going to replace, looks like Aaliyah Green here for Wellsville. Now kind of a 1-2-1-1. Looks like they're going to kind of go with a trapping press here. Is Osawatomie. Nicely broken there over to Overman. Shot up is defended nicely there by Simmons. Wellsville gets the rebound out to Fletcher's. Shot on the way from 15, no good. And Amaya Simmons out quickly the other way, and she'll outrun everybody to the other end of the floor, and the layup is good. Pearson back to Fletcher. Into the middle there, pass deflected, but able to get it to Laney Overman. Now her pass is knocked away, and Wellsville, another turnover quickly to Ballou, who was able to put it up. Nobody there for her. Wellsville having some trouble here. Now we've got a whistle and a foul as Peyton Robertson got into the middle on that press break, and Avery Dempsey kind of went through her back trying to intercept that pass. The second team foul on Osawatomie, and the second foul on Avery Dempsey. Lexi McDaniel will check back in. She'll replace Robertson. 31-point advantage here for Osawatomie, 51-20. Back out of the press. Pearson going to get it to McDaniel. McDaniel going to drive, has it poked away. Quickly to Maya Simmons. She's going to drive the other way. Shot up is good, and she was bumped. And is going to go to the line for an and-one opportunity here. Jada Fletcher, her first personal foul. Maya Simmons will go to the line to shoot one here. She's got 24, looking for point number 25. Shot on the way is good. Back into this 1-2-1-1 trap. Pass across court to Clancy. Might have had a little contact there as she lost control. And we've got a whistle and a foul going to go here on the loose ball. I believe it's going to go against Dempsey for Osawatomie. Her third personal foul. Third team foul of the half. Wellsville gets it into Pearson. Pearson into the corner, Fletcher. To drive baseline. Kicks it back out. She's got Overman. Back to Clancy. They're going to get it into Lexi McDaniel. And she's going to take steps as she tried to make her move there. The turnover will give it back to Osawatomie. Rosalind Johnson checks back in. She'll replace Avery Dempsey. Starters on the floor for Osawatomie here with 2:06 remaining in the third. Quickly down inside, Tiana Simmons shot up off the glass. She took a bump. She's going to go to the line to shoot two. I believe that foul is going to go against Lexi McDaniel. And that is her fifth personal foul. So Tiana Simmons will go to the line to shoot two. Kelsey Johnson going to check in here for Wellsville. First minutes for Johnson, 6-foot-tall sophomore, and the first shot by Tiana Simmons at the free throw line is good. Simmons, second one on the way. Front rim rolls around, no good. Laney Overman tries to bring the rebound down. It's down on the floor. Able to come away with it, Osawatomie. They're going to get it over to Amaya Simmons. She's going to put it up off the glass and in. Nice pass there from Ballou as she fired one from the corner to the far block. And Simmons put it up off the glass for the basket. Pearson to Clancy in the right corner. Clancy going to try to get it back to Pearson. Ballou is there to steal it away. Lagasse on the drive and tried to pick it up to make a pass, kind of fumbled it, put it down on the floor again, will be called for the illegal dribble. Minute 30 remaining here in the third. 57-20, Osawatomie on top. Trojans looking to go to 3-0 on the year. Wellsville still trying to get that first victory. Shot by Bethany Pearson, no good. A rebound brought down Kelsey Johnson and has it taken away from her by Maddie Ballou. It's over to Amaya Simmons. Simmons drives. She's going to pull up from 15. Nobody picks her up, and she drains that one. Simmons now with 29. Her point per game average going to go up just a fraction here so far. Clancy drives baseline. She tries to kick it out, stolen away by Simmons. Simmons finds Ballou in transition. A shot up and in for Maddie Ballou. Maddie now in double figures. She's got 10. Pearson the other way, gives it over to Clancy. Back to Pearson, had it deflected. Wellsville will chase it down in the backcourt, and they're actually going to be whistled. Apparently there was no deflection, and so we'll go over to Osawatomie. I thought maybe Maddie Ballou got a hand in on that, knocked it away from Bethany Pearson, but it will be Osawatomie's possession here. Looks like maybe for the last 25 seconds of the half. Amaya Simmons gets it over to Allie Lagasse. Lagasse works into the middle of the lane, kicks it over to Maddie Ballou for three in the corner. No good. Rebound, Tiana Simmons. She's going to go back up with a little left-handed layup. That is up and good. 6 seconds remaining. Pearson brings it across the timeline. She's going to pull up from 25. Shot no good. Kelsey Johnson gets the rebound, but unable to put it back in, and we have reached the end of quarter number 3 with Osawatomie on top, 63-20. Back in 60 seconds, you'll listen to high school basketball on KOFO.com.
When you have an emergency, who do you call? 911. What do you do if you're unable to speak during your emergency? You text to 911. Franklin County Emergency Communications Center has recently added text to 911 technology as part of the new 911 phone system. Cell phone users can use their phone messaging system to text 911 to contact local dispatch. Phones must have a text or data plan in order to use this service, and phones in roaming mode, text apps, or apps messaging services cannot use this feature. It is important to note, dispatch is unable to determine your location while using this service, so always know your location and include that in your initial text. Remember, if you're able to place a voice call, we're able to help you more quickly. But in the event you are unable to speak, text to 911 will still allow us to get the information we need. Call if you can, text if you can't. For more information, go to kansas911.org or 911.gov. This message has been brought to you by the Franklin County Emergency Communications Center and KOFO.
And back here at Osawatomie as we get ready for action in quarter number 4 here in the girls' contest. It is Osawatomie 63 and Wellsville 20. Going to go officials at the scores table. In for Wellsville is Clancy, Pearson, Fletcher, Johnson, and Overman. On the floor for Wellsville, Rosalind Johnson, Avery Dempsey. Trying to get some numbers here. That is Kylie Barnett, Claire Hall, and actually going to be a substitution here as possibly Jada Fletcher might be out of quarters on the night, so Leah Green will check in for her. And out top, Brianna Shippey also in for Osawatomie. Clancy right side, left wing to Pearson. Back to Clancy. Thought about the three. Now kick it over to Pearson. Down to Laney Overman. Corner three on the way. No good. A rebound brought down by Avery Dempsey. Dempsey quickly up to Johnson. Job of getting back there, and a nice pass intercepted there by Beth Pearson. And the foul is going to go on number 1 for Osawatomie. That's Shippey. First personal foul on Shippey. It's a 4th team foul on the Trojans. Wellsville brings it back down the floor. Overman thought about the three. Now gets it out to Clancy. Clancy back to Overman. Swung around Beth Pearson. Aaliyah Green in the corner. Wellsville works it around. Pearson, little 15-foot jumper off the bounce. No good, but the rebound brought in by Wellsville. Aaliyah Green going to have a look at a 15-footer up off the glass and good. And we've got a violation here on Osawatomie as steps back in bounds before releasing the basketball on the pass. So Wellsville will get it back under their own basket. Running clock here with the large advantage for Osawatomie. Wellsville to trigger it in. Peyton Robertson over to Laney Overman. Pass into Clancy. Knocked away, but Wellsville recovers. Back to Beth Pearson. She's going to get it into Robertson. Back to Beth. Driving in to J.C. Clancy. Clancy going to drive baseline. He's to back out to Aaliyah Green. Green drives. Right-hand shot up. No good, but a whistle and a foul is going to send Aaliyah Green to the free throw line here to shoot 2. Foul is on Claire Hall for Osawatomie. Her first and 5th team foul. Leave on Osawatomie. Aaliyah Green's first free throw is up and good. Green chose the stripe for the second. Shot on the way, a little bit too strong, but rattles around and gets it in. Nice soft touch there by Green. Looked a little strong with that one off the back rim, but it was able to work its way around and get in. Dempsey going to drive baseline. Reverse layup up, no good. Rebound brought down Aaliyah Green for Wellsville. Green will give it over to Beth Pearson. Pearson will bring it across the timeline. Over to Clancy at the top of the key. Left wing Overman, down underneath Robertson. Thought about it, kicked it back out. So Wellsville will work it around the key once again. Left Pearson right wing, cross-court pass to Overman. Wellsville works it inside. Robertson mishandled that one, but able to get it back. Pass over to Pearson on the left wing. To Aaliyah Green. Green will drive. Another right-handed shot up off the glass, no good. Robertson brings it down, kicks it out to Clancy. Has it knocked away on the drive, but Wellsville able to pick it up there. And a whistle and a foul here. Going to go against number 35. That's Kylie Barnett. First foul on Barnett. This one was on the drive for sure. So Wellsville will have it underneath their own basket here. Just over 4 minutes remaining. Wellsville trying to work it in. Gets it into Robertson. Picks it up, kicks it out to Clancy. Thought about the three. Driving little runner there, no good. A rebound taken down by Barnett. And a whistle and a foul. I believe going to go against Beth Pearson, who tried to get in there and take it away. Second personal foul on Bethany, and the 5th team foul on the Eagles. Anna Shippey will bring it across the timeline. Left wing, Avery Dempsey. Out top, Rosalind Johnson. Osawatomie works it around the top of the key. Right wing, Shippey. Top to Barnett. Tries to find the cut there. Good defense by Wellsville to shut that down. Now the look by Claire Hall, and the three-pointer on the way is good. Claire Hall's first basket of the night. Wellsville back on the offensive end. Beth Pearson tries to make a move into the lane, kicks it out. Laney Overman, another look at three. Too strong off the back rim, no good. Rebound brought down by Osawatomie. Trojans bring it into the front court. Ball taken away by Clancy. She's going to try and drive and has it knocked away just as she was going to take it up. Nice job there by Johnson to get back defensively and knock that one away. Ball will stay with Wellsville. Glover will check back in. She'll replace Overman. Also checking into the ball game here for Wellsville is Maggie Brunghart. She'll replace Beth Pearson. Clancy triggers it in to Green. Green going to drive right, now kick it back out towards Clancy. It looked like it might have been deflected, but Clancy got a hand to it before it went out of bounds, so the turnover will give it back to Osawatomie once again. Shippey brings it across the timeline. Looks to Hall, has trouble handling the pass. Tried to make a move there before securing the basketball. Kind of do that when you get into a game here in the fourth quarter. You've been sitting for 3 of them. All her first minutes came in this fourth quarter. Clancy on to Glover. On top, Burkhardt. Burkhardt back to Glover. Cross court to Green. She's got to look from 3 on the way. A back rim, no good. Rebound brought down by Hall. Passes it forward to Shippey. Shippey will dribble it to the right corner. Nobody comes to get her. Shot goes up, no good. And the ball will end up going out of bounds along the far side as Dempsey tried to chase it down. Kelsey Johnson will check back in. She's going to replace Peyton Robertson for Wellsville. 65 seconds to go. Pass down to Aaliyah Green, and had trouble handling that one, but took an extra step as she gathered herself there, so it turns it right back over to Osawatomie once again. Shippey brings it across the timeline, working along the right wing. Now gets to the baseline. Guarded closely there by Clancy. Kicks it off to Dempsey. Dempsey is going to be fouled there by Green. That's just going to be her second, 16 fouls. So Osawatomie will have it underneath their own basket. Dempsey to trigger it in. Gets it in to Barnett. Kicks it out wide to Tessa Thompson. She got it inside to Hall. Knocked out. Avery Dempsey picks it up. 15-footer on the way is up and good. Dempsey now has 6 on the night. Clancy will bring it across the timeline. Nobody comes to pick her up. She'll take another 3. No good. Traced down by Glover. Inside to Johnson. Johnson's shot at the buzzer is no good. And that will be our final from here in this girls contest. It is Osawatomie 68 and Wellsville 24. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout. We'll be back to bring you the totals from this first ball game. After this, you're listening to high school basketball on KOFO.com.
This is Casey Brady, Director of Communications for Franklin County with coronavirus guidance. If you must be out for essential functions or to get essential items, Dr. Bud Ransom, Public Health Officer, encourages the use of cloth masks. Masks are important to protect those around you. Think of it as, I am wearing my mask to protect you from my germs, and you are wearing your mask to protect me from your germs. Again, this is Casey Brady with Franklin County. Stay home, stay well, stay safe.
Okay. And back here at Osawatomie once again, where Osawatomie girls came away with the 68-24 victory over Wellsville here tonight. Osawatomie using their transition offense and really doing a good job on the backboards as they move to 3-0 on the year. They were led by senior guard Amaya Simmons. She had 29 points on the evening. Joining her in double figures, Maddie Ballou. She had 10, 9 points for Tiana Simmons, 6 points apiece for Avery Dempsey and Allie Lagasse, 5 points for Rosalind Johnson, and 3 points for Claire Hall. For Wellsville, they were led by sophomore J.C. Clancy. She had 11, including 3 3-pointers on the evening. 5 points for Beth Pearson and 8 points for freshman Aaliyah Green. So Osawatomie's pressure defense and transition offense was just too much for the Eagles here this evening as they fall 68-24. Appreciate everybody tuning in here. We're going to get ready to get started for the boys contest here shortly, and we're going to transition over to the mothership on 1220 and 103.7 FM. We'll also stay here on KOFO.com, but as we get ready for the 2-1 Osawatomie Trojans to host the 2-1 Wellsville Eagles in the boys varsity contest. Appreciate everybody tuning in. We'll be back here shortly. You're listening to the high school game of the week on KOFO.com.
We hope you enjoyed tonight's coverage of the KOFO Game of the Week on KOFO and KOFO.com. Brought to you by QSI, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Sutton's Jewelry, Advent Health Ottawa, Ottawa University. Also by the Ottawa Recreation Commission, Kramer Pharmacy, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, and by Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, the Ottawa Herald, Kansas State Bank, and CarStar. For more information about our next KOFO Game of the Week broadcast, visit the KOFO Sports page at KOFO.com and listen Monday through Saturday to the KOFO Sports Calendar. This has been an exclusive presentation from your sports source for East Central Kansas, KOFO.